Hey guys, welcome back. Today in my surface design class, we're wrapping up those final couple weeks of class. The last project that we're going to be really getting into is the alternative history assignment. Now, the alternative history assignment is a collage-based piece. What is a collage-based piece? That is going through magazines and finding different images and adding those together to create your overall image scape. You're going to get the long strip of paper on your table. It's a big strip of white paper just like this and we're going to accordion fold it out. So you're going to fold it in half and then fold it into thirds. You should have 6 different boxes on there. Now, once you've got those 6 boxes laid out on here, now what I did is I took the ruler and I measured these out 6 by 6 inches square. I've got my alternative history, surrealism, on the outside of it. So let's talk about surrealism first. Surrealism is just a dreamlike sense of symbolic images. It is completely done with random effects and absurd ideas. That's the key. It wants to be silly. Keep it silly. Visual puns like military intelligence, interesting things like that. You want to make sure that you are doing interesting topics. For me, and I was talking about this with you guys in class, you're going to go through the history textbook to find different things in history, but you're going to change them up to be more this isn't the way it really went down, so what can we make it to be more interesting? So couple that I was working on is that the Beatles were the first rock group to go into space. So I found a picture of the Beatles. I've got the 2001 A Space Odyssey behind it, and I got a picture of the Earth seen from the moon. So I wanted to put them out in space. Why? Because I thought that was interesting. Not only did we were the first to land on the moon, but we also put a rock band on the moon. Actually, if it was the Beatles, it wouldn't be us, it would be Great Britain. They would have claimed the title instead of the United States for the first ones on the moon. Those kinds of things are interesting to me. Or instead of getting into World War II, we said that we wanted out, that we quit, we gave up, we didn't enter into World War II. What would have happened in those designs? Today's project is getting the paper knocked out to where you have the 6 panels, and then going ahead and start finding images throughout the history textbook to cover that surrealism ideas. Now, I have a couple textbooks in here. One is the history textbook, but we also have a science textbook. I think it is chemistry. If that's the case, go ahead and see if you can find things in there. I would love to see maybe during the Civil War, the war ended because aliens landed in Gettysburg and took over. That kind of stuff is interesting to me. I want to see that. If you want to do all sci-fi landscapes and we were taken over by aliens multiple times during the course of human history, that's perfectly fine by me. Keep it interesting. That gives it a theme, something to go along with, which totally works in my opinion. But make it interesting. That is my number one thing. While you're going through these, go ahead and pull those images out that you're seeing. I will hand you guys either folders, or you guys can put them into your cubbies of all the different papers that you've got. Coffee break. If you're storing those images out there, do not cut them until later, just because storing wise, that just makes it a lot easier. I really don't recommend cutting the pieces until you're ready to paste them into the paper. Why? It's just easier. 100%. That's why I suggest it. Again, you're getting the paper ready, you're finding your images, and you're coming up with those different themes to figure out those storylines. That is a sketchbook assignment too. Make sure that you've got all that stuff laid out in your sketchbook, so it's like what page and what storyline that you're doing. So I would have at least the 6 pages knocked out of what goes where and what story you're trying to tell. Additionally, think of a cover art design that you can do for your alternate histories assignment here. If you want to come up with a different name, different theme, by all means, you can totally do that. Just clear it with me first, so make sure that you're on the right track. That's my only concern. Other than that, you guys know where to find me for your questions. So I'll see you guys then. Later, guys.